Alexis here with Jam with Latin, and what I'm working on today is parsing and diagramming a Latin sentence. And I love to do this with all my classes, so Chart A is available in my classroom at jamwithlatin.digitalchalk.com. We use parsing to pick apart each and every word of our Latin sentences. The sentence we're going to use today is notai caesaris pricula belli non laudant. I underlined laudant because in my beginner classes, I tell them to parse the verb first. In my more advanced classes, it's okay to parse starting with the notai and going down the sentence down the left side of the boxes. Now, why do I like to parse laudant first? Well, because that nt ending shows us a lot about this verb. The verb in the present tense, the number is plural, the person is third person, the conjugation is first conjugation, and the nt ending shows me that I'm going to translate this word with the pronoun they. If you're not sure why I did all that, check out jamwithlatin.com. It teaches you each and every step of verbs and nouns. Okay, so the next thing is there's a adverb next to laudant. Now, all sentences don't have adverbs, but when they do, they're right next to the verb they modify. So I always put them together so they don't get separated. So I said it was an adverb, but it doesn't have a number, gender, or declension or conjugation, so I leave those boxes blank. The translation is not, but did you know that sometimes when you translate to English, you need the helping verbs do, does, or did? Well, you do. So what I do is I write on my parsing chart do just in case I need it later on. And I will use the helping verb that matches the case and number in the English sentence. Okay, so after I do all the verb stuff, I fly to the beginning of the sentence, not tie. And not tie has that AE ending. Now we have a problem because I know from my declension ending chart that AE in the first declension can be genitive singular, dative singular, or nominative plural. So how do I work this out? Well, this is part of parsing. Remember I told you to write the verb first because then you'll know? Well, the verb is plural. That's number one. The verb is plural, so maybe notai is plural. Number two, trick of Henley textbook. He always puts the nominative subject first. So it's almost definitely a nominative subject because this sentence came from Henley. And number three, a genitive or dative would come in the middle or after another noun. So it can't be that because there's no word in front of it. So it has to be nominative, plural. Gender is masculine. It is first declension. So you say, Alexis, how is it masculine if it's first declension? Well, notai means the sailors. Sailors or being a sailor was only a job a man did in ancient Rome, and so it is masculine. The next word is Caesar or caesaris. Caesaris with the is ending. The is, I know because I have my vocabulary memorized. Caesar or Kaiser is nominative singular. Caesaris is always genitive singular. And in the third declension, the is ending always shows us that we're working with the third declension. So that's how I know that as well. Caesar's or of Caesar. Remember, genitive possessive. Pericula is another word. If you don't know about pericula, get your flashcards out. Turn to the back of your Henley book. There is a dictionary with the Latin to English. Pericula has an A ending. So we know that A ending in the nominative singular is first declension. But we have a problem. There's already a nominative subject in this sentence. There is no conjunctions in this sentence. And because of that, pericula cannot be first declension feminine. So then I look at my chart some more and I pick up a nominative plural of the second declension neuter. Well, is it that? No, I just told you there's no conjunction in this sentence, so it can't be nominative. It has to be accusative, and it can either be accusative plural or a third declension neuter plural, accusative. All right, but both have the same ending. So that is something you'd have to look up if you don't know. It is plural, accusative plural. It is neuter because it could be second declension or third. And I looked it up in the dictionary. It is second declension, and it means the dangers, or just dangers plural. Now, belly is with the I ending. And you should know bellum, belly, belly. That I ending shows its genitive singular, neuter of the second declension, and means of war. Well, we're going to diagram this out so that we can easily read through the sentence. They praise, do not, the sailors, Caesar's, dangers of war doesn't make any sense. You can ask questions. Who's the nominative? Or look in your part of speech. The nominative would be your subject. But I do always put my verb on the line first, just in case I need it. All right, so I'm going to parse this out. Nominative, not tie. Caesar, genitive. Laudant, verb. Non-adverb. Genitive, belly, pericula, and then I can see the parts of speech and I can translate to Caesar's sailors do not praise the dangers of war. That's it for today. If you have any questions or you need to learn more, go to jamwithlatin.com.